Good morning, team. Hopefully we're working. Just waiting for everything to kick online. Oh yeah, I think we're going. Kick online. Ah, nice, nice. Gonna make sure we're all good. I'm just going to check, make sure the old camera is in the right place. Actually, to be frank, I just got to make sure we're going to fit all of us in the screen. Let's have a look. I'm sitting at the back. Oh yeah, easy, easy. Right, champ. Okay, we're good. Good to go. Hi, people that are tuning in. Steve, took me a couple of goes, mate, to get the title in. So change it. You're the admin. Do your work, buddy. Okay. We'll probably we may as well talk a little bit of smack for a bit before we kick into things. I thought today we'll do slightly longer pieces. Still around that sort of half-hour mark. I quite like the half-hour mark, actually. I think it's a really good time for like a workout. And ultimately, if we're doing shorter pieces, you can do them at a little bit higher intensity. And you can either keep the rest long or short depending on like what you're trying to produce in terms of your fitness goals. Whereas like a 15-minute block, we'll do this in one of two ways. So for the real smart people, we'll set the machine on a decreasing interval. Okay. A little bit of admin on the PM5, but that's fine. Otherwise, you can just set it for exactly 15 minutes. What I actually like doing with workouts like this, because I know the PM5, and it's really good if you can get to know your machine and know how to use it. Whereas what we'll do is we'll do a timed interval, and we'll just do 5 minutes zero rest, 4 minutes zero rest, 3 minutes zero rest, 2 minutes zero rest, 1 minute zero rest. It'll just click over. And so what that does mentally is you just see your time section for what you're doing at the ratings that we're gonna nail out, and you just focus for that time. Okay, so if it's 3 minutes at 24, for that 3 minutes you're just focusing that 24, 24, 24, and you're watching the numbers tick down. So there's this real mental side, and it's just tricking that mind, which we talk about. So you just watch it come down, and then once it clicks over, bang, you're into the next thing. So it's easier, I find, doing it that way than, dare I say it, you set the machine for half an hour and you do all these pieces in between. Whereas you've got a computer in front of you and its capabilities that help you out. So why not use them? Okay. So that's what we'll be doing for that part. Yeah, and the rest of it is just keeping in tune. It's reasonably simple because sort of, it's 15 minutes, but the first sort of 9 to 12 minutes of each piece aren't actually too hard. Okay, so we're just getting into a good consistent flow and rhythm. Heart rate will be in a good place, and we want to just get that tapping along feeling, that consistent motion, just nice and flowing, and then we'll like speed it up towards the end. Now, the other thing that I was going to do, which you might have seen on the internet, is I'm part of the V8 challenge for Concept 2. And last week I had to do a 6K. Yeah, it was abysmal. Haven't done one of those for a while. And so this week, is a 500 meter. Wow. So after we've done all of this, I'm going to rip out a 500. So I don't want to put a number on it, but something in the low 120s would be nice. I've seen what a few people around the world are doing. Like, it's not my forte, the old 500, but I feel like I've got a bit of body weight at the moment to be able to swing off the machine and jam it into the finish. So she's going to be tough. And the other part about it as well is that, like, when you're doing a flat out 500 meter, there's this real fine line, because there's not really that much efficiency that you can try and achieve. There's a little bit, but it is really just absolutely powering it as hard as you can. And yeah, so we won't. I'm not going to talk when I'm doing it. I'm just going to pump it out as hard as I can. Hey, look, it's all for fun. Okay, that's the thing. There's challenges. There's different things you do online. You do it for a bit of enjoyment, get people involved. And generally just have a bit of a laugh. And so this is the thing, is we're all talking about motivation and different things, and the sensei is awesome for that. Gives you the motivation, what you need to be doing. But also there's other challenges. People are doing stuff online all the time. And that's the cool part about this, this community of rowers, people that use their own machines. So it's really, really good to see everybody getting in behind it. Okay. So I think we've babbled long enough. We'll start doing a bit of a warm up, and we'll get into things. I just heard my machine doing a bit of a glide over a bit of sand or something. So I'm just going to make sure your machines are nice and clean. Doesn't take much. And if you can, I'll find you something. Dare I say it? So this is Concept 2 product, but it's just a clear chain oil. And so chain oil, clear. Okay, so if you can find some of that, I'll give you a bit of a rundown. The idea is you put it onto your rag. Okay. Didn't want too much oil on my hands. And then pull this out. It's good if you've got two people, and basically get it on there as much as you can, and just give it a bit of an oil, because as far down as you can get it. Okay, and then once you start rowing, see, look at all the dirt, crap comes off it. Okay, so just a little bit of machine maintenance like that is going to do you wonders in the future, and it's going to keep your machine pretty good. Okay, and if you have done cleaning your flywheel, well done, good for you. I probably need to do mine, actually. I'll talk about it. Okay, all right. So we'll do a bit of a warm up, and then once we've done the warm up, I might just log my erg data in, as soon as I can. I have to make sure that I log all my workouts. It's great. All right. Oakley dokley. All right. Okay, so we'll do same as normal. Got to warm up into these type of things. So we'll just get on. As I say, we just want to be moving the bodies a little bit, getting it warmed up. For some reason, I'll tell you what, she's early here in New Zealand team. I knew that we were working around me, and I thought, we'll work around you guys for a bit. So that's why we're here at this time. And because New Zealand changed daylight savings time, it's 5 a.m. here at the moment, which I'm assuming 7 p.m. in Great Britain. But we didn't want to be doing it too late for everybody. So I need to stretch the old back out, seeing as I've just woken up. Oh. All the renovations I've been doing on my house haven't been helping that. No one to help lift stuff, that's fine. So just get nice and limber. Looking for that stretch. Remember, we do want to get a good stretch off the back. And I don't like talking and saying you need to get here before you come forward, because I know that we don't want to be doing this, okay? There's a lot of things around the technique where I talk rather generically, because I know that there's so many different body types, shapes, ages, sexes, everything, where some people might only just get to here because their back's quite, or they might be quite upright in their stroke, okay? Yes, we do want to get set. We do want to let the chain pull us forward, but we don't need to be very rigid and be like this. We want to be in a good position and good core strength and stability to be able to lock on and be in that position for the stroke. But to actually force ourselves to do this, this is what I talk about with soft knees and being supple, is because if we're locked out and we do that, then there's a break like that to sort of help us get off the back. Whereas if we've got them soft, like they can move up and down a little bit, that just allows it to naturally, as we come across the back, to just naturally pop up, okay, like that. Just naturally, because I think sometimes what people find is they get taught it's very mechanical and they do it quite mechanically, and that's fine to start with, but then we want to just start ironing it out. Remember, letting the machine do the work and flow. Okay, just a couple of things that I've seen online, and you know, there's so many different ways that people can teach or they focus on while they're rowing. Everything I'm trying to do is just be efficient so that we can do that work-rest ratio, so we can push and then we loose, we let the machine do the work. Okay. So just pushing it a little bit further now. Remember that hang around the front as we push away. Just feeling like we're leaving the handle out the front. And we're pushing away from it. And the arms, the connection underneath and the lats and the shoulders and those armpits. That's really what's holding the hang, and the pressure allows us to swing it back. Good. Okay. Nice. Just might make one minor adjustment. There we go. Just so we were losing the back of our machine. Okay, so here's the fun part. So, as I said before, there's a couple of ways we can set this on the machine. If you're not very confident in doing the setup, just go into your select workout, go new workout, go intervals, time, and just set 15 minutes at the top, and then 1 minute 30 rest, okay? If you are confident, okay, so we're doing this, we'll all do this together now just to make sure that we're in so we start at the same time if you're joining in, is take that up to 5, okay, and then just press the tick. Oh no, hang on, shit, what am I doing? Sorry, we need to do intervals variable, my bad. So the first one, okay, so that first one is time. If you just want to do 15 and 130, this one here is go into intervals variable and just go 5 for the first one, then press time again, then go 4, then press the tick, time again, go 3, press the tick, time again, go 2, press the tick, okay, time again. Now do this one as a 1 minute, but then also go down to the rest and go 1:30, okay, and then press the tick. Okay, then we go back to time and we go up to 5, okay, but make sure you take out the rest period, okay, so take out the rest back to 0. Okay, so that's 5, tick, 4, tick, time again, 3, tick, time again, 2, tick, time again, 1, and you can either put in a rest period if you want, or just leave it, and as soon as we hit the end of that 1 minute, she's going to go. So I haven't pressed the tick yet. So as I said, sorry, there's a little bit of an admin if you wanted to do that. Now, it doesn't matter because we're both, whether you did it one way or the other, doesn't matter, okay? Because we're all going to end up doing the exact same amount of time. It's just that one's going to look slightly different on the screen. One's going to click down from 15, and the other ones are going to click down from each of these sectors, okay? So, yep, I'm ready to go. I'm hoping you guys are ready. And so, yeah, let's, I'm about to get ready to tick my box, and then we'll be away laughing. Oakley dokley. Okay, my friends, let's strap in, ready to go. Press our check box, and then we'll be away laughing. Okay, so the first one. So no more intervals. The first one is 5 minutes at 20, then 4 minutes at 22, 3 minutes at 24, 2 minutes at 26, 1 minute 28. Okay, so as we, just with a lot of comments coming in, about holding form at rating, this is why we're doing this sort of stuff now, just really to get you guys comfortable with doing as we go up, to try and hold our form and doing that sort of stuff. Okay, so here we go. Let's all set. Get ready. Hopefully I haven't been holding people too long and their screens have gone, but let's go now before that actually happens. And I better just start my heart rate. Oh, Eric, fail. Right, okay, here we go. Set at the front. 5 minutes at 20. Are you ready? Go. So let's look for our length. Get into a nice rhythm. Remember sitting tall. Good. I'm going to give it a nice bit of a push and a swing. Using those muscle groups in sequence. to open up. Nice and soft, and supple. Let's focus on this connection between the hips. So we drive, and the drive starts to drive the body back. So the legs, body. So holding a good number, sustainable. Remember the finish. Once we swing, the elbows just draw past. The handle brushes the body. Nice. Yeah, really good. Now we're warmed up into it. Let's have a check on the length. Natural stretch with the chain. As we come forward, feel that slight pressure in the ankles and the knees to come forward into that position, catch position. Feel the loading. Ready to push away. You want to feel that elasticness, like a spring. Put tension on it, coil it up, and then we let it unwind. Compressive energy. Yeah, good rhythm. While we're doing that, always thinking of the momentum. The one speed, forward and back. Continuous motion. Yeah, nice. So a good solid push on that. You can come down to this change. Just remember, speed up the hands a little bit. Legs will naturally speed up. Here we go. Yep. Yeah, just like that. We get more speed, but not much more work. Keeping it relaxed. Yeah. Feel the hands round the finish. Lead us away. Push those legs. Legs drive the body. Nice and elastic. Yeah, good rhythm. Feel the flow. Continuous motion. Really good. Acceleration. Just feel those legs going down. Yeah, good flow. Always trying to make it feel like it's just one movement, forward and back. It's continuous. Yes, we change direction, trying to do it as smooth as possible, like a pendulum and a clock. They just smooth around, changes direction. Yeah, very good. Last minute at this. Yeah, feel it on the feet. As we come into the front, feel your feet in the shoes, on the footboard. Feel them floating in the shoe now and then starting to load through here. If we're feeling like we're pulling with our toes too much, we need to think about our momentum switch through here. Okay, here we go. Change again. 24. Breathe into it. Then the speed of the hands. Chain taking forward. Good. Breathing. Get a good progression and speed. And keep the length. Good flow. So really focusing our form. The hand. Good. Good carry. Nice. Really good. Remember, sitting tall into the front, heads up. Feel the swing. Good push. Don't make it feel heavy around the front. You feel that push away. Nice, loose, relaxed grip. Okay, coming down to change. Here we go. Yeah. Acceleration. Yeah, good hang. We will want to look for efficiency. Being able to maintain this. You don't want to start out big numbers, fade away. Good. Nice. Continuous motion. Sitting tall. Feel the push. Good. Around the front. Coming down to last change. Here we go. Yeah. Hang. Just focus the acceleration. Good. Move the hands. Breathing. Yeah, all the way. Good. Nice. So just keep rolling it out for this first 30 seconds of the warm down, the break. They're really good. Just keeping that focus on the flow, the rhythm, sitting tall, getting that momentum and hang, keeping it nice and loose. Okay. So this time we're just going up 2 points. Nothing different. Okay. So what we were doing there and the focuses and everything perfect. Okay. Just trying to be efficient, not jamming the body, not getting to the front. and like really that lift it out. Okay, even though I talk about that loading, all that should feel like is I can feel all my body weight coming forward onto the feet, and then you've got to be starting to feel like you're pushing away before it all gets to here. Okay, so there's that moment of, oh, there we go, and pushing. Okay, right, just like that, we're back into it. Okay, 22. Here we go. Yep. So breathe into it. Sitting tall. Let's really feel the hang here and the leg drive. Nice. Okay, we're on the rate. That's good. Let's push down to our numbers we know we can achieve. We'll get that heart rate into its zone. First couple of minutes. Always been relaxed. Nice. So let's focus long arms right now. Ready? Push away. Leave them out there. Connected through those lats into the lower back. They start coming off that leg drive. The hip swing into the bodies. Okay, now it's momentum, rhythm, continuous motion. Same stroke, same rhythm, time and time again. Good. Nice. Hands around. Good. Really feel that chain wanting to take you forward. We switch off the tension in the arms through here. Almost letting them feel floppy. We should feel that handle just trying to zip forward. And then all we do is we move everything with it. We gain a little bit of control on it. And that draws us forward. Good. Nice. You're really good. The rhythm and flow. Sitting tall. Round the front. Get that movement. Taking the speed. We're continuing the flywheel. Remember, not heavy. movement speed, easy rhythm. Good. Come down to this change. Stay relaxed. Moving to 24. Yeah, here we go. Good. So first, feel the momentum. Feel the rhythm. Continuous motion. Good. Heads up. Good swing. Remember to use that body off the legs. Use the mat of our torso. 3 speed there. Good. Hang. Picking it nice around the front. Good. Remember, just to be loose, shake it out. Yeah, coming down to halfway in this second piece. So let's keep focused. Keep ourselves in the good flow and rhythm. Draw to the body, brush it around. Good. Breathing. We're looking for efficiency. Remember the chain. Drawing forward. Good. Yeah, that's nice. So coming down to the change. Nice and easy. Yep, flip the leg speed. 26. Remember, flow, pendulum. Feel that acceleration, the speed that the legs are going down. not heavy, moving the body weight at this rating. Good. Core. Good. Breathing. Relax the face. Good. Right, let's focus around the front. Compression. Around the turn. Good. Good hang. Good focus. You can be really efficient these last 3 minutes. Ready to change, remember, acceleration. Here we go. 28. Good push. Go the swing. Good. Good hang. Feel that pressure, that push. Body weight. Hands away. Momentum. Pendulum. It's like a metronome. Good. Keep relaxed. Keep everything flowing. Here we go. 30. Good. Change. Move the hand. Good rhythm. tall. Relax your face. Breathe. All the way. Good. I have to say, it's rather warm, even for pre-6 o'clock in my gym. I must have built it well insulated. Okay. So, really good. A couple of pieces there. Okay, same thing. We're always working on that flow around the front, that pickup. And all it is just figuring that load, the change in direction of as we come forward, feeling that push away before it sort of happens. That's what we're looking for, okay? And it was working really well. Okay, so keep warming down, team. I just need to do a couple of bursts at some high rate before I can rip into this 500. It's going to be tough, man. 500 is definitely not one of my enjoyable distances, that's for sure. So you guys can take it easy. Remember, always do a good warm down. Just do enough, get the heart rate back down. Good zone. And remember, there's a little bit of activeness to the recovery as well. So don't just sit there doing this, but being real floppy. Actually start to put a little bit of pressure on the muscle, and that'll really help flush out some of the lactate. Wow. Okay. That's going to be tough. The rating's not there like it used to be back in the day. Okay, another piece. Okay, maybe mid 120s. We'll see how that works out, eh? Oh, okay, so pre-warning, no talking, lots of grunting. lots of pain. Just going to make sure the old erg data's back online. Got to make sure I log this puppy. Okay, so let's work out. No, that's definitely not in the re-row. It shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be. Once I've finished puffing, we'll have yarn, okay? Which could well be a couple of minutes after. And if anyone wants to know, I've pretty much never had a really good 500 split. I've never really done a lot of them. We've done a lot consistently in terms of repeats while we're training, but a one-off, not really. I think I might have dipped below 120s a couple of times maybe, but let's just see what we can manage right here, right now, eh? As I say at this, yeah, there's an element of trying to be technical, but the rest of it is just swinging, laying down some power. Okay. Oh, that was tough. Let's get some times in the chat. See who gets close. Oh, wow. Oh, it was tough. Fading quite badly towards the end. Never mind. Breathing. Notice not stopping, flopping on the ground. Rolled out. Definitely make you feel better. Well, okay. Productive day. I'll finish the rest of my warm down once we've had a chat. Okay. So, good to see everybody here. No, I wish it was near 122, fellas. A couple of seconds off that. Oh, Rob, mate, you're pretty close. Good on you, Rach. Pump one out too. Did, yep. See, still puffing. It's the funny part about rowing is that you can be quite fit at being able to do things for like that long period of time. But when you go out to do just like a one-off short distance, you go into a completely different energy system, you know. And all you got to do is you got to take someone like Usain Bolt, for example. You know, his training involves things that are 10, 20 seconds long. He can do that any day of the week. If you made him run for like 5 minutes, probably couldn't do it, you know. Like, it's just the fact of just using different sources and different energy to really be able to like push the body in different ways. So, you know, we do that on the row machine because you want to get that mixture. But ultimately, doing like one-off maxes, things like that, if you still want to do, if you'd love to find out what your like 500 maxes and things like that, you do have to do workouts like the 30-second, 30 on, 30 offs, you know, minute ons, minute offs, even minute on, 30 seconds off. And you've got to just train your body to be under the pump. So it was a 124.4. So I was hoping for a sub 124, but I didn't get there. Never mind. But that's all right. After a good session, still, it's just clicked over 6 in the morning here in New Zealand, so that's all good. So yeah, probably not a lot. Anyone that wants to, we're going to probably do another Q&A with a sensei in maybe a few days. So probably get Steve on there. Subscribe to the sensei. Also, we'll probably, Steve, do you want to chuck something in the chat down the bottom? Understandably, a lot of our Q&As have been with our members, which has been really good. So look, if you want to sign up, awesome. Or even just, we'll see what Steve says about having a mailing list. I know you can get onto the MailChimp and get everything on there, and that'll give you the information like today, getting on there. So look, there's a lot of different ways to keep fit. Sensei is an awesome product. Hope you guys are really enjoying it. I think follow us Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and we'll put the note for next Q&As. So jump onto a sensei if you're an Instagrammer. Instagram's probably bigger than Twitter at the moment. Facebook, jump on there as well. Any chance of getting Bondi on board for one? Maybe, but he's currently in Tauranga. And so he's definitely on the other side of the Waikato Bay of Plenty. So trying to pin it in with him, he's not that accommodating. Nah, dare I say it. Mate, working around his kids and everything else, I think it might be quite hard. Plus the fact Bondi's still training. You know, his ambitions are to go to Tokyo. Mine are to go to Tokyo, but in a hosting fashion, so that I can have some entertainment while I'm there. So yeah, just trying to get other people on board sometimes a little bit difficult. You know, we've got some great coaches working under asensei, so more the merrier with what we've got. So look, hey, fun session. Colin, mate, you don't have to do the 500 if you don't want to. This was literally just because Concept 2, I managed to get roped in by some guys to do the challenge, and every week there's a certain thing. I think next week it's like 18 Ks or something. Oh, so that's going to be a good long hour plus at the moment. So yeah, there's that's just the way it rolls. Okay, I think that's about it. You know, thanks team for tuning in. Look, we'll try and do as many as we can. I guess it's just logistically trying to figure it all out. As I said, decided to plug this one. Look, this is Sunday morning New Zealand time. You managed to get me out of bed at 4:15 to get ready for this, which is fine. It's perfect. I just had to make sure that there wasn't too many beers consumed last night. Yeah, otherwise you might have been a little bit tougher this morning. So thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for your support, and we'll be back with you next time. So just have a look at, as I say, have a look at all those socials, log into things, and also if you missed this, you just tuned in, or you know someone that wants to do that workout, or if you want to do it again in a couple of days, if you enjoyed it or you want to have another go at it, get better, this will be going up and this will stay on the YouTube, so you'll be able to just click into it and jump on board and just watch it yourself. Okay, awesome. Right, thanks team. We'll catch up with you next time.